play Mario Bros. Backwards, it's about a short, fat, and middle-aged sewer maintenance worker who locks his beautiful girlfriend, Princess Peach, in a heavily guarded and trap-infested castle, and then sets out to cover all of his tracks so that no one will ever be able to find her. The reason for this isn't just plain jealousy. It's a desperate attempt to prevent his girlfriend, whose name is an anagram of cheap for a reason, from putting out with every creature in her kingdom that comes prepackaged with a penis. If you wonder why Mario's running backwards, it's because he remembers the layout of the rooms and the location of the traps from entering the castle sober, but not from leaving the castle drunk after discovering the princess made an escape rope out of tied-together condoms. Mario is usually too drunk to realize that the vicious dragon he left in front of her chamber's entrance to guard it is always instrumental to her escape. No wonder, in mythology, dragons are supposed to be an incarnation of basic instincts: greed, desire, lust, brutality, cruelty, egoism, ruthlessness in achieving one's goals, mindless destructiveness, or hunger for power. And the dragon helps the princess to embrace her dark side, the sexuality her royal upbringing made her repress. It's no accident the dragon's name, Bowler, is a reference to male genitalia, balls. If you find it ridiculous that a princess would go on a fornication spree, consider the fact the dragon has children who call her their mother. For it has been denied by the creator of the game, it happened only recently. And this is suspiciously late, considering the fact that the series is over 20 years old. It makes me think she just wanted the emails about her parenthood to stop. The road to this castle leads through 8 dangerous areas that have been struck with famine so bad that even turtles and mushrooms come back to life to eat unwary travelers alive. And through 8 fake castles, much like the 6 fake Tal Rasha tombs in Diablo 2. The reason for this famine is twofold. The first one is that the princess misuses the kingdom's food supplies for baking huge cakes. The second is that she is a spendthrift, and Mario has to run around the kingdom to retrieve the money. Do you see the counter at the top of the screen? Every 100 gold coins he collects decreases the number of organs he'll have to have transplanted if he doesn't return the money to his brutal debtors. Mario is very thorough about recovering his tracks, and even walks on the bottom of a river to ensure that anyone following him loses his trail. But he doesn't want to take any chances, and burns out any footprints he leaves on the bottom of the river with Molotov cocktails. That's the reason why they are directed at the ground. He also visits the fake castles to make sure his henchmen tell adventurers what he instructed them to tell them. But the princess is in another castle, even though she's not, only to lure them into the traps that await them there. Mario doesn't trust his henchmen much, so he decided to check if every trap works by activating them himself. He also raises flags of foreign kingdoms on the poles around the castle to fool adventurers. After all, who'd suspect a foreign princess to be there? Once in a while, Mario stumbles upon a flower bed where he plants flowers. These flowers remind him of his hippie past and make him unable to throw Molotov cocktails anymore. Mario attempted suicide many times, but every time he tries to jump into a bottomless pit, he is thrown back out to the surface unscathed. That's the reason he drinks. His drinking explains the strangeness of the world he lives in. It may very well be that he's having all of his adventures while laying at the bottom of the stairs he fell down a moment ago. This game is secretly an allusion to an actual story about a Frenchman who was so jealous about his wife that he made her wear a chastity belt and locked her in a cage hanging from the ceiling for good measure, and who became the object of ridicule among all Parisians because of it.